I'm Christina Rasmussen, and I help people start over after loss. I am actually starting a brand new nonprofit called the Life Starters. It's going to be a huge virtual social network where people will go and start over. I also wrote a book called Second Firsts, and I have a website called secondfirst.com. And I help hundreds of thousands of people every day take small steps towards a brand new life after devastating loss, after divorce, after death, after job loss, after something really terrible has happened and they're stuck and they don't know what to do. And I help them take that first step out of what I call the waiting room, where they wait until a better day comes, something wonderful is going to happen, and then they can get out. So I help them take that first step. So 8 years ago, my husband died of colon cancer at the age of 35. And would you believe that prior to losing him, I used to be a grief therapist? What a coincidence, I thought. I wanted to help people get through devastating pain because I couldn't imagine being able to lose someone I loved. I love people so much. Imagine losing them. So I studied grief. I did my thesis on the stages of bereavement, and then just a few years later, my husband died. And I promised to myself that if I was gonna go and make it back to life again, I will go back and get everyone else. The millions of people who are stuck, suffering, alone, and they don't know what to do. And yes, I have been afraid. This is not easy. There's a lot of personal, professional sacrifice. It's a long road, and I always say that I have at least another 40-something years to do this. This is my destiny, and this is my life, and I am willing to do whatever it takes to help as many millions of people as possible to come out of the waiting room, come out of the sadness, of the sorrow, of the darkness, because our world is not able to really help people begin again. They tell us that grief is supposed to last forever, and it isn't, no matter what you've been through. Well, would you believe that I believe grief is a superpower? If I didn't experience so much pain, I would not have been able to be who I am today. If you met me 8 years ago, you would not recognize me. Not just only physically, but you wouldn't recognize this person. I became stronger. I believe I can do the impossible because I've been through the unthinkable. And grief has become a superpower. So since every single human being on this planet will experience grief, I believe it is our competitive evolutionary advantage. I believe the reason why we have to experience grief is so that it can make us stronger, so we can go and create something really beautiful. It's inspiring. Pain is inspiring. Mortality is inspiring. I get inspired by mortality every day, that I get to die one day. But until then, I will make it count every step of the way. If we look at leaders, presidents, successful people, if you look at their history, I guarantee you that you will find tragedy. That's how they were made compassionate. That's how they know how to lead. That's how they know how people feel. That's how they know how to communicate. That's how they are passionate about something. I am so passionate about this because I felt alone, isolated, completely as if I moved to a different planet. And everyone just kept going forward. And I was stuck in this place, in between two lives. So my superpower is grief. And after grief went away, I believe I'm fearless. I mean, what is the worst that can happen? It's already happened. What is the worst that can happen? I fail? Sure. Let's get back up again and do it again. It's an adventure. Imagine if everyone saw the world like this. Wow. I mean, Oprah has inspired me, Mother Teresa. I think there are women out there that are doing things behind the scenes. The women that are helping every single day without the cameras, without anyone knowing. The good things that we get to do when nobody's watching. The people who get to do those things and we don't know about them, they inspire me because I know they exist. They're out there becoming superhero without anyone knowing. So lots of goodness behind the scenes. I'm inspired by kindness, giving, and giving your last penny. I think that's inspiring. I meditate twice a day, religiously. I wake up before the coffee, before brushing the teeth, the shower. I go and sit on a different chair and do 20 minutes, and then I meditate before I go to bed, before I even change, because I will fall asleep if I meditate in bed. So I meditate twice a day, and that gives me clarity, awareness, understanding of my own self. I even experience less fear because of it. It's amazing. So meditation is so important. Looking at the sunrise, I get to watch the sunrise every day. My house is situated in a beautiful location, so I would spend 3-4 minutes a day just looking at the sunrise with my cup of coffee. Imagine meditation, sunrise, and that's what, half an hour altogether, and then you're good to go to start your day.